We're back out on the bass buggy, and today we're talking about a jig modification that's so simple, it's stupid. You're going to like this one. Stick around. Welcome back to Lowbrow Fishing. And you know, jigs are one of the most versatile presentations around. Whether it's a swim jig or a flipping jig or even a bladed jig, jigs catch the bigs. And whenever that bite is tough and slow going, a lot of times you can whip out that old Bitsy Bug, flip it around a little bit, and you might end up with a bite or two. But one of the greatest things about a jig is that trailer. You can do so many things with it. You can put a craw on there, or you can put a grub on there. It's up to the angler what you really want to do. But every so often, something so out of left field comes along that I just have to share it with you. And this is something that I've been working with. I've known about it for a while, and it's a secret that I've been kind of sitting on for a little bit, but it works. And it's a combination of two things that you already know work well. The first thing, obviously, is a jig. Here, we've got a little 1/4 ounce flipping jig, a Bitsy Bug from Strike King. These things work great as is. We all know that. But what if you want to do a different presentation that the fish have never seen before? What do you do then? Well, let me show you. Take an O-ring. Take your favorite stick bait. Put that O-ring on that stick bait. Slide it up there. Is this starting to look familiar? I bet a few of you are catching on to what I'm doing. That's right. We're going to take that Senko and we're going to stick it through there and we're going to wacky rig it. We're going to wacky rig that Senko onto that jig. Behold, the stupid rig. It's so stupid. Now, full disclosure, this is not something I came up with. This is something I've seen other anglers doing, especially in northern Alabama. So, comment below if you've seen anything like this before, if you've ever heard of anything wild or crazy. Or comment below about any crazy ideas for rigs that you've seen before. We'd like to know. Share it with us. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, there's no way that's real, that you're pulling my leg. But you're thinking about it from the wrong angle. Now, if you've ever used a weighted wacky rig setup, and not like a Neko where you just put the nail weight in the end, but like taking a shaky head and running your wacky rig through that, then you're on the right track. The difference is this has the weed guard and that skirt. And that makes all the difference. You can throw this in the same places you would throw a flipping jig. You can throw it under docks. You can throw it next to standing timber. And believe it or not, this thing skips exceptionally well. So you can get it way back under that flooded brush. This is a presentation I guarantee you the other guys on the lake aren't throwing. That is, until you do. Fish haven't seen it, and we all know that when fish haven't seen something, their curiosity often wins out, and you can get those elusive bass, those lethargic bass that nobody else can get to strike. You're bringing them to the boat, while the other guys are looking around going, what's he doing differently? Now, as far as fishing these, there's several methods. So we're going to go out on the water, and we'll take a look. Alright, I have got the stupid rig, I got black blue flipping jig, and we'll work it out here for a little bit. We've got a storm coming in. You just kind of work it the same way you would a jig or a Texas rig or even a wacky rigged worm. You work it the same kind of way. It's kind of does its own thing, you know. I mean, it's got a little bit more. When you're pulling it, you feel a little bit more drag to it. You know, I mean, you can give it a good stroke like you would a jig, like that. It comes through that grass pretty good. That's where you want to go, is you want to go right up against the grass with it. Fish it in places that you would fish a wacky rig or a jig or... Ooh, there goes. We may have to move, kids. That's a big storm cloud that just came in. I thought I had a little more time than that, but we will see. But either way, that is the stupid rig. You just work it like you would a Texas rig or a jig. You just give it a few hops. It skips pretty good. I mean, that wacky rig does not get in the way of it being able to skip. Come on. Boy, it just got a lot cooler. I think we got a rain coming, so I want to get right in that spot right there. Take a couple of casts. I think I'm about to get rained on again. We got a storm coming in, and I don't know if it's going to be, I'm going to make one more cast and then I'm going to head back to the truck. Alright, I need to be heading back to the truck, because as much as it looks choice out here right now, I might have a minute or two. Isn't that what they always say, right? Isn't that what they say? I got time for one more cast. The last time I got rained on really hard. And you can do it just like a jig. See, I'm really ripping it this time. And that's something you can do. Like I said, fish it like you would a jig. And it stays on there really good. It's not fallen off. I haven't had a need to adjust it. But I'm heading back to the truck, kids. We're going to see what happens from here. There's duck. The rain has started in. I am going to make a few casts, and then I'm going to hide for a while, because I don't know how long the rain's going to be here for. Now I'm willing to wait it out for a minute, but I want to make a few casts while it's drizzling. Again, we're back to using the baby Carolina rig, the Carolina Light. And I don't mind a little bit of rain. I don't. It's not gonna. But there we go. And the wind has calmed to almost nothing. I was hoping it would just get cloudy. So there you have it, the stupid rig. It's a simple modification. It's an amalgamation of a jig and a wacky rig. And it works. When things get slow, when the weather gets hot, the dog days of summer, right in the middle of August, when it's the hottest, hardest time of year to catch a bass, the stupid rig gets it done. I think you'll like it. Give it a try. Thanks for watching Lowbrow Fishing. We'll catch you in the next one.